a simple object-oriented program using C++ language we will discuss today. So as we know that the format for a object-oriented program is, first we need to declare the IOStream class, then we need to specify the class, or class declaration is required. Then inside class declaration, variables and member functions are required. So variable are basically known as data member inside a class, and whatever the methods and function we will use, all this will be known as member function inside a class. So these two, variable and member function, will comes under some access specifier. That access specifier, that may be either public or private or protected. So these are the three keywords, three access specifier. And the meaning of public is that when we want that our variable or the member function can be accessed by any other outside class or outside program, we can declare under public. Similarly, if we want to hide our data members and member function, we don't want they should be reached in the outside program or outside class, we will use private access specifier. Similarly, protected, where the member functions are hidden from the outside source, but they can be inherited to the derived class. So these are the three access specifier basically used in the object oriented programming concept. And the syntax for displaying access specifier is, we need to write public then colon, or we need to write private or colon, then we need to write protected colon. So this is the method how you can declare the access specifier. So in this particular program we have uh, also shown the use of access specifier at particular location. So after giving a particular function name or declaring function inside class, we can go to the main function. Inside main function we can declare the object. So in the example also you can see we have declared, or we are including the IOStream class here. Then we have specified using namespace std, which is required in object oriented programming C++, and then we have declared class here. So class is a keyword, class space class name. Any name we can give, any valid name we can give for a class name, and this class is followed by a pair of curly bracket, and and within this curly bracket we have to declare our class, and at the end of the class semicolon is required. So inside the class we have declared data members, one or more data members we can take. We have declared member function, and the function of the body can be defined inside the class also, and also outside the class we can define. So access specifier, where we can put in public, or we can put in private, or we can put in protected mode. So this is the declaration for the class. And how we will access the class members using main function. In main function we have declared the object. So for the particular class we have declared two object here, so any number of object you can declare, and using those object we will be able to access the member function and data member for our program purpose in a particular program. Then return 0, then we need to close the main function. So after execution of the program we will see a particular output. So let's analyze one more example, proper example. So here in this example we have declared the class demo. So here class name is demo, considered as demo, and class is followed by a pair of curly bracket, and inside this class declaration we have taken three data member, integer data member we have taken ABC, and these ABC member are private. So we have declared like this private colon. So under private section we have declared three data member ABC. Similarly, two main function here, void get and void show function, and it is declared in public. Okay, so this void get and void show function is having the code for entering the values for three value, that is ABC, C in ABC. Similarly, void show function, the code is for displaying the output for all the values a, b and c, and the class is closed here. Now for main function, as we know, the syntax for declaring the object is class name space the object name. We have declared like this: demo space d. D is the object here, d is the object here, and d dot get means object dot function. Here we are calling the function we have used in our class, or we are calling the member function which we use in our class demo using the object d. So d dot get function will be execute, and it will show like this in the output screen: enter the values for a, b, c. Now user will enter three value, let's say 5, 6 and 7 for a, b, c respectively have entered. Now when the control comes to d dot show, when this function will be called, void get show function will be execute, void show function will be execute, and the output will display values of a 5, values of b 6, values of c 7. So in this way, a simple object oriented program using C++ can be prepared, and we can add more number of data members, we can add more number of functions to it. We can call this data member and function from the main function also, but here we need to see where we can declare the public, where we can declare the private. So basically data member here we have taken in the private access specifier, member functions are in public access specifier. So if we will consider, if we will not write private here, or if we will not write public here, so everything, all data members, all the member function will be considered as private. So by default it is private if we will not mention any access specifier, but for a suitable program we should mention the access specifier. And in protected also the same thing like private, but the private member can be inherited to the its derived classes. So that is the difference between private and protected. So many number of object also we can create here. Here we have created one object, let's say we can create other object like d1 d2. So using d1 d1 dot get, d2 dot get, like that we can call these functions also using different object. So for different object the value will be different, uh, the different object will store different value for a, b, c respectively. So according to our program requirement we can create the number of object, number of multiple number of object we can create, and multiple number of functions, member functions can also be included inside our class. So this is a very simple example. In the subsequent video lecture we will see how this concept is fully implemented in various features like inheritance, polymorphisms, etc. Thank you.